I wanted to share with you. Um, I felt led to share it. I think I shared one of these dreams about 3 years ago. Um, but I wanted to come and I wanted to share with you. The first dream I want to share with you is that I was shown or had a dream, and in this dream, I was at this bank, and I seen men in almost like a black suits coming in and taking all the money out. And I remember seeing people looking around and saying, "What's going on?" They couldn't get any money. And they was literally taking every piece of change that bank had. And I remember hearing a shortage. And so I remember standing there in the bank. I was shown there was people literally not able to get their money. There was no change, and people was mad. It was upset. They was upset, and it was a shock to the people. This wasn't something that was known before time. This was something that had been planned and had been put in place for the people to be as shocked as they were and to be upset as they were. And so the dream to me, was more so of times to come. Something that was definitely going to happen in the future. And it was going to catch people by surprise. It was going to be unexpected. In other words, there is a change in system of in time, what is about to happen. And you probably have heard about it here and there, a moneyless system or a digital cash system where they're going to switch over from it. But I was shown in a dream that is exactly what's going to happen. I think about a year ago, there was a demonstration. I call it a demonstration because they said it was a shortage of change. You went to the grocery stores, they was telling you to use the exact amount of change and, use your card. And you went, I remember going to AutoZone and they were saying, that they didn't have enough change to give change, so you had to use the exact same type of money. And I said demonstration because from the dream, from what I was shown, it was a preparation phase. And I don't want to say because they may not even play the video. So I'm not going to say at this moment, who was behind it. But in a way, it was a world-changing system. Let me just say that. And they have already, in our time, and they have already had little markups just to kind of see the response around the world of how things would happen. And the reason why I say it was a demonstration, because they see there was a shortage in change, then all of a sudden, a month later, there was no change issue. And so they are preparing, from the dream that I had, preparing, to change over. And it's not going to be something that's going to be put out before time. It's going to be something that's going to happen and people are not going to know it. And it's just going to wake up and the system's just going to be changed and you're going to have to adapt. So do I believe that this is going to happen? Yes, I believe this is going to happen. Just about everything I dream always manifests and happens. And so I definitely believe that there are those that are in top positions that this is something that has been a plan. And most definitely the changing of the money system is definitely going to change. I'm sharing these dreams because God put on my heart to share. So that was definitely one of the dreams I wanted to share. That there is, they have already did mock-ups of change shortages, and Then next thing you know, they say, okay, well, it's fine. So, what you got to understand is before a big change worldwide happens, there are going to be little mock-ups just to kind of see the response of people, so they can prepare for any kind of outcome that may happen. So it kind of gives them an idea how to put things in place. But these gentlemen came in dark suits, and I seen them literally just taking money out of the bank and just taking it. And it was literally going from being a money system to a cashless system. And there was no change, money system, everything was just changing. And I said, God, what are you saying? God was literally like, prepare for what is about to happen. So that is one of the dreams I definitely wanted to share with you. And I believe that if you do research and you go around the world online and begin to just kind of see, there were situations that happened where people was locked out of their bank accounts around the world about a year and a half ago, if not 2 years ago. And they couldn't get money out the bank. Money came up missing. They couldn't go to the ATM, and people was left stranded. People was left not being able to get money to buy food, and that was a mock-up. Trying to see the response of the general public and what would happen. And so I wanted to share that because it's necessary, because we are in end time, and there are things that behind the scene that you can't see with your natural eyes. There is information behind the scene that you cannot see. It's going to be things that God is literally going to reveal to his men and women prophetically, through dreams, through vision, to where nothing is going to be a shock to the believers. But it's going to be a shock to the world, who have become so comfortable with society and living as if there is no plan to switch over to a digital. That's already happening. That has already happened. Where that digital money, where you go into a coinless based money system, and so it's going to happen. And these were things that God showed me before a lot of these things even started happening. Sometimes it's difficult to share these things because they are before time, and people don't believe them. And a lot of times people will ridicule what they don't believe and what they don't have an understanding of. And so I wanted to definitely share that. I have some more dreams that's going to be coming up that I'm going to share. And I pray that it be a blessing to the hearers, and those that will be led by God, because we definitely need him in these last and coming days. Blessings.